Love missing.
And the Hawks would ultimately take down the Wizards last year in the postseason. John Wall and his injury were a big turning point in that matchup, and all those buzzer beaters for both teams made it one of the most interesting series of the postseason.
Unloads from 13. Rebound by the Wizards. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Here's James. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Morris with the rebound.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Gortat, the pass to Morris. And the rejection by Love. Thompson, a screen on Beal. Irving attacking. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his first foul.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Dudley comes in for Morris. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall.
Great shot. Had to fade back, but he still managed to drain.
Nene, the screen. And Sessions kicks to Nene.
Taking a look back over the last month, let's see how Washington stacked up in the NBA rankings. Second in scoring. Second in field goal percentage. And they're also ranked number 2 in scoring points in transition. This is a team that really pushes the ball ahead and tries to score before the defense gets set.
And you talk about scoring. Tough to beat a team that can fill it up at all levels. Every time you get a bucket, they're coming right back at you with one of their own.
Garrett Temple has checked in for Washington. Thornton comes in for Beal. And Thornton kicks to Temple. Tipped away.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And here we go. Dudley's shot is good. Dudley's got his first points in this one.
You know, huge height advantage there. But because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
And Thornton kicks to Dudley. And a miss there on the triple. Cavaliers have gotten 3 late shots to fall for them here in the first quarter.
Excellent pass there to cap that break with an uncontested basket.
Now here's Sessions. Tight defense on him. The dish to Nene. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Cavaliers trailing. Now here's LeBron. He has 5. With 1 on the clock. At the end of...
Ladies and gentlemen, Verizon Center,
Cinco de Mayo broadcast. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves. And they've had firepower and then some so far.
The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Jared Dudley out there with Gortat. And it's Porter at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And he makes both free throws. Now the Wizards with it. Now Wall. Passes it to Gortat. He kicks it to Porter. Back to Gortat. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. With this pause in the action, let's show you the NBA's highest scoring teams since the All-Star break. The Cavaliers 4th.
Kevin, the writing is on the wall, and it's time to get serious. This team has been putting up big numbers. Nothing can give a team focus like the realization at the end of the season is fast approaching.
Now here's Dudley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And Thompson sends it back. And he recovers it. In the corner, Irving with it. Inside. Beal with the steal. Smith. And Thompson kicks to Irving. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Washington. Wall dishes to Gortat. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. 8 points for Marcin Gortat.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now Wall. Following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. Wall, that's good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And the Wizards with possession after Iman Shumpert missed from long range. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at Washington. And, of course, the Wizards tied right now. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Irving's shot is good.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Kyrie Irving. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And here's Wall. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. And that one's good by Gortat.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Kicks to Thompson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Thompson's got 8 points.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Rob. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Gortat misses.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Thornton comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Wizards have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Jared Dudley's checked in for Morris. And both free throws good for Beal. 44 seconds left in the first half of the game.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Smith for 3. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Nene setting the pick for Sessions. To the inside. Looking for Beal. He gets it there. Clock at 6. 3-pointer. Ramon Sessions on the assist from Beal. Sessions has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Thornton for 3. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And second half about to start here in just a few moments. Marcin Gortat really making a difference here.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
The second half just about to get going here. Marcin Gortat really making a difference here.
And how about his scoring in that first half? He just looked like a different player today. Really on point.
Quite honestly, it's been a pleasant surprise for him. You know, he really hit on something that worked in those first 2 quarters, guys.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in the center position.
John Wall.
For Washington, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Irving with it. He's picked up by Wall. Rejected by Wall. And Thompson throws it down. And the Wizards with possession. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Gortat. Great D that time from James.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
That's good.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And Cleveland making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. The Wizards with the lead. It's Wall with the drop. Good D by Thompson.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
LeBron James on the wing. Poked loose. Out to the right wing. And there's the feed to Beal. And there's the pass to Gortat. Shot clock at 6. 11 feet away. But he recovers it. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
You know, stretching back to the break, here's how the Wizards have performed. 3rd in assists, 6th in rebounding. And they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And their assist rankings, that stands out to me as well. Good ball distribution is so critical to an efficient offense. And this is a team that gets that. They've made it a priority.
Here's Thompson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Garrett Temple has checked in for Bradley Beal.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now, here is Gortat. He's got 12. Can't cash in from close range.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Morris with his screen-on jumper. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. It's blocked. Wall again serving. It's Wall with the drive. That is good.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
From deep. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Here's Wall. And Thompson sends it back. The drive by James. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well. Just about 75% from the line.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Dudley comes in for Morris. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. For Washington, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Picked by Mozgov. Here's Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Drops one in from the wing. Smith's got his 2nd basket. And Sessions kicks to Temple. And again, Washington no good. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Smith for three. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Wizards. They're up by one. They'll be back short. Then there's Ramon Sessions. Then there's the name. And it's Thornton in the two-guard spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. And so here's Cleveland. Following the three-pointer by Washington. Osgood with the bucket.
They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shots.
Washington calls timeout.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Here is Love, following the bucket by the Wizards. In the corner, Smith with it. Love with the screen for Smith. From beyond the arc, and then some.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here is Gortat. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now to take the lead. And it's Smith laying it in. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stance for the Cavaliers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Feeds it to Porter. Beal can't get it to go.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Irving drives in, makes it off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they've changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
And Washington making a change here. Morris is checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Tristan Thompson is checked in for Pride. And LeBron's subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Atlanta Hawks. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Dishes to James. Back to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
And Beal kicks to Wall. And he banks in the layup. Ugley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Superb assist there. Played the role of the maestro on that one.
LeBron drives in. Puts it up from 12. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half. And they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense. and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
He dishes it to Thompson. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
They weren't very crisp in the first half, but they've really picked it up. The same shots they struggled with earlier are now starting to fall.
Now here's Dudley. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Wizards. And the second of 2 is good. That shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Now here is Smith. He feeds it to LeBron. Shot clock at 5. Shot, high post. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
Outside Irving. Got a piece of it. Yep, it's good.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.